I'm hearing you guys loud and clear. I really am. You're calling me, you're texting me, you're emailing me about moving to the New Braunfels area, and you're asking me the question, Rod, should we build a new construction home or should we buy resale? And that's a very good question, guys, and a very difficult question to answer in the New Braunfels area in 2022. So today's video is all about giving you guys important information to help you make the decision, should you build or should you buy a resale, the pros and the cons. I want to hear from you guys right now. If you moved into the New Braunfels area, did you build? Did you buy a resale? Let me know in the comment section below. And if you guys are new here to my channel, thanks so much for hopping on, because every week we're putting out new videos about what it's like to live in New Braunfels. This video was born out of several phone calls I made to local builders recently and asking them, hey, what do you have available? What don't you have available? And then me looking at the latest housing market report here in New Braunfels and seeing what's out there. So let's talk about the pros and the cons. Should you build a new construction home? Should you buy a resale? Let's first talk about availability with new construction homes. Availability we'll hit on first. All right, so you want to build a house and you're looking at, okay, what's out there right now? There isn't much to nothing. I don't know if you guys remember this video from last year, there are no homes in New Braunfels. Pretty much re-rack that. That's the story right now in the first two quarters of 2022. Not much out there. What builders are doing, they're finishing the homes they started in 2021, and they're saying, look, we got to finish this first, and they're not releasing new lots because those new lots are either not developed, not divided, or not permitted. So not much in the new construction world as far as homes available to you. Now, in the resale market, there are homes on the market right now for sale, so that's good news. However, we're talking about not much. We're talking about under a month of inventory of homes on the market here in New Braunfels right now, which means that if we stopped taking listings right now, if we stopped taking homes to put them on the market, we would run out of homes in New Braunfels in 3 weeks. You guys have probably heard the term multiple offers, right? Well, let's see how that works. Does it work to your advantage if you're going to buy a resale in New Braunfels, or does it work to your advantage if you are buying or building a new house in New Braunfels? Let's start with the new builds. In new build homes, when you're contracting on a new build, there are no multiple offers. They give you a price and you stick with it, for the most part, because there are some builders in the New Braunfels area that put in contracts an escalation clause, which means that if the price of materials go up, and they will in spring and summer, like they did last year, then they can charge you more for your house despite what that price you went under contract for. They can charge you more. And remember, a new construction house, there's not much out there we just talked about, right? So you go on a waiting list. And that price that you see in the initial stage on the website, on the builder's website, by the time you go under contract, it's not the same price, because every 2 to 4 homes a builder sells in the New Braunfels area, the price goes up. Now, resale, yes, because we have very few homes on the market in New Braunfels right now, and this many buyers, it's supply and demand. So, if the home in New Braunfels is priced at or below market value, yes, you're going to get the most buyers looking at that house, and you're going to have more than likely multiple offers. And at some point, you'll be asked to submit your highest and best offer, meaning you're pretty much going to be asked to go over asking price. Here's a huge pro and con. Timing. How long will you have to wait to close on your resale home in New Braunfels versus how long you have to wait to close on your new build in New Braunfels? Know this about the new construction world here in the New Braunfels area in 2022. It's a broken record from 2021. We are still seeing shortages of home materials, and we're still seeing shortages of workers, of trades, of contractors. So when that happens, your build times in New Braunfels are taking anywhere from 8 months to 18 months to complete your house. We had a family just close on their new construction house in New Braunfels. That process took 13 months for them, and we have other families right now in that same boat, which is a problem. If you have to move to the New Braunfels area before your home is finished on new construction, because it means if you're leasing, you'll probably have to extend your lease, which means more money out of your pocket, and that adds up really quick. Pros and cons when it comes to timing, buying a resale home in the New Braunfels area. There's only one pro to talk about. The house is already finished. You're not waiting for labor. You're not waiting for home materials to come in. It's done. And to close on your resale home in New Braunfels takes about 45 days. So you're in your resale home in New Braunfels in 45 days. Here's a big pro and con to consider when buying a resale home in New Braunfels versus buying a new construction home in New Braunfels. That is an inspector. Inspections when it comes to new construction. Do you really need an inspection because they're building a brand new home for you after all? The answer is yes. I mean, take a look at some of the things that come up on an inspection report on a home being built. Guys, listen, your home is brand new when it's being built and when it's finished, but it's not perfect. And keep in mind that the builder orders their own third-party inspections, and the city and the cities around New Braunfels also have to approve that new construction house before the keys get handed over to you. The more eyes on your home, the better, especially in the day and age we have a shortage of labor. Things get missed, not on purpose, but it happens. So the more eyes on your house, the merrier. An inspection on a resale home in New Braunfels, I'm always going to recommend to you that you request a third-party inspection on your offer that you submit to the seller. Now, whether or not the seller accepts that is a whole nother story, because we are in a multiple offer situation here in New Braunfels again in 2022. It's a seller's market, and sellers here, guys, are looking for the path to least resistance. The pros and the cons of buying a resale home versus building your own home when it comes to financing. If you're financing your new construction, new build home in New Braunfels, you cannot lock your rate until you're about 60 days away from closing. So you're 60 days away, you lock your rate, and then you find out, you get the call saying, hey, your home's gonna take a little bit longer. So now you have to relock your original rate that you locked down, but you have to pay for it out of pocket to do that. On a resale home, no problem. You can lock your rate right away because the closing is only going to take about 45 days, so you're good. You know, the most obvious observation may help you guys decide, should you build or should you buy resale in New Braunfels? And that's taking a look at the obvious. It's a new construction home. Everything is brand spanking new, which means that hopefully you won't have to pay out of pocket for anything for years to come. On a resale home, well, it's pre-existing, it's lived in, it's a little bit older, so you may want to make your own upgrades, which is going to cost you, but then you're going to make it your own then. And again, new construction, you pay one price for your house at one time and hopefully won't have to touch anything for years. What do you guys think? Did this video help you out in deciding whether you should build a New Braunfels or buy a resale home in New Braunfels? Let me know in the comment section below, because we do these videos to help you guys out. Now, whether you're thinking about buying a new construction home in New Braunfels or buying a resale home in New Braunfels or selling here in New Braunfels, I would love to be your real estate resource of choice. You can email me, you can call me, or you can shoot me a text. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and we'll see you on the next one.